Hey, how you doing? We're the owners of House of Flavor. My name is Diogenes Suazo.
And my name is Melissa Drulard.
We started about almost 6 years ago. Our journey began when we just wanted to be a little bit more conscious of what we were putting in our bodies. We try to go a healthier route. We learned about Dr. Sebi. We watched his videos. I started off, she kind of followed upon. At that moment in time, we had our newborn, my oldest, my son. So it kind of motivated us a little bit more to get into it. And, we pretty much stuck to it. And, here we are. Almost, 9, 10, no.
Yeah, well, we've been vegan for almost 9 years.
But, yeah.
And the business, we've been here for about 6 years now. Yep. Okay, so now we're going to speak about how me and him met. So we actually went to high school together, but we really didn't connect years later.
We didn't speak at all.
At all. So we didn't, speak at all. And then in 2012, I decided that I was gonna that I was gonna message him on Facebook, and that's how it began, really. So I made the first move.
Yeah. Here we are, 3 kids later, a business. 10 years and going, and she's truly my business partner, my partner in life, and without her, there would be no House of Flavor. There really wouldn't be nothing that honestly I have. So I appreciate a lot that she does.
We're a team.
Yes. Well, pretty much the menu, honestly, it was a trial and error. In the beginning, I think we tried to do too much. We tried to take on a lot. We tried to be diverse, but we were a little too much diverse. But it was a learning experience. As we went on, we, started to change certain things around. We got better at doing certain things. We always wanted to stick to what we knew, which is pretty much our, our Latin background, her being Dominican, Puerto Rican, and, I'm Honduran, but, just trying to make sure that, we had pretty much, like I said, that, that Latin flair to our dishes. But we also wanted to keep it, like a street food type of vibe where people were still getting, burgers if that's something that they wanted. We also have a chicken parm on our menu, which is, pretty much like an American dish. We try to do things where everybody can say, oh man, that's something that, they pretty much veganized that, I could find in the street. But, we try to add our little, little change up to it. And
yeah, so we pretty much made the menu to where, somebody's gonna always find something that they like, at least one thing, whether it's a shake, whether it's a juice, whether it's a meal. So that's why we try to make it that way. Yeah,
and we also went to a lot of different vegan spots, before we even decided to even open up one. And we always saw that when we went, not to be disrespectful, but a lot of the things just looked boring. It was a lot of soy, seitan, things like that. So we wanted to make sure if we ever did something, that we were gonna at least, try to use, like cauliflower, try to use just pretty much whole foods and how we can, turn it into something, like I said, veganized. And, we always, like I said, it was a learning experience. Even to this day, we're still learning, we're still doing new things. And I can honestly say since 2017 to now, we've came a very long way, with our menu because, like I said, we were all over the place, so.
Yeah. So one of the biggest challenges that we encountered when we decided to turn the whole veganism into a business was, one, deciding if the vegan would do good in our town, because we wanted to make sure that we brought that into our town, something different other than what we're used to, the pizzerias and the Chinese food in every corner. So that's why we wanted to do that for our community.
Yeah, and pretty much just to add on what she said, it was a gamble because when we started, there wasn't a lot of vegan spots. It was something that, 6 years ago was pretty much just starting to begin to expand, especially here in Hudson County. So a lot of family members were telling us that it's a risk that you guys are taking. Maybe you guys should flex it a little bit, maybe do a little bit of vegetarian items. But we never really sold out. We just pretty much stuck to our guns. We did what we thought was, something that, was gonna, hopefully expand towards the future. And, we were gonna reach out to people who, were plant-based and were just trying to eat healthier overall. So pretty much the advice that I can honestly give anybody who's trying to transition over is just take your time. Don't feel like you have to stick to something. I think that honestly overall is just being healthier, is trying to keep out all the processed foods, trying to keep balance. I don't judge nobody. I have family members who eat meat. So at the end of the day, I always try to tell them, just be conscious of what you're putting in your body, you know, whether it's, you know, just healthier wise by being organic or, you know, locally grown. Just being smart, you know, like I said, trying to cut out all the stuff that's, you know, processed, like sugar, canned foods, you know, and like I said, going back to being, you know, just plant-based, being a whole foods eater, that's the most important thing, because even as a vegan, sometimes I feel like you get lost in the mix, thinking that you're always eating healthy, but then you're eating a bunch of processed vegan food, and that also is a mistake. So, you know, the best thing I could tell you honestly is just, you know, keep a balance in your life, and you already know in your mind what you're eating that is not good, you know. So just when you're doing it, you know, if you're gonna cheat yourself, have your time, but overall try to be healthier by making the right decisions.
Exactly. So it's at your pace, you know. So everybody has to do what they think is best for themselves, you know. So it's one day at a time. Don't try to go ahead and do too much, and then, you know, you're jeopardizing yourself and your body. So it's one day at a time.
Yeah. Because when it really comes down to it, man, it's you know, it's what works for you. You know, we all have different schedules. You know, we all live in different places. You know, some things might not be abundant over here. You know, New Jersey, where some things maybe down South Jersey, you might be able, not South Jersey, down south in the U.S. like Florida and things like that, you might be able to get more fruits, more things like that. So it's all about what works best for you at the end of the day.
Yeah.